Hello everyone, Drew Wilson of Your Ear Gamer here, and today I got another update on my Minecraft adventure. We are back at the beach, and not a whole lot has changed inside here, but I did get a pet dog. So, like all pet dogs, they like steak, so I'll give them a steak. And it's after all what dogs want anyway. But when I go out here, yeah, I got a bit of sugarcane. I found a little bit of sugarcane on the beach, and I thought I would plant a few more, and yeah, it was more than a few bits of sugarcane. I just kept planting, and I just couldn't stop planting. But yeah, I also tried to turn this into sort of like a turtle beach sort of scenario. There was like maybe 2 turtles here, and it took a while to get things going, but now I have like 5 turtles at this point in time, just hanging out, chilling out, that sort of thing. And of course I got a lot of additional eggs there as well, so there could be more in the way. And there's bees here. So, as you can tell from some of the earlier videos, I started working on different themes for nether portals for every major location I have in this whole SkyTrain system that I use to go everywhere. And I chose the sandcastle theme for this nether portal. So it was a fairly straightforward one. I just found a whole bunch of like these blocks here. For some reason, it's slipping my mind what it was, but yeah, I built the sandcastle, had the nether portal inside, because you know the nether is so much fun. And of course I did everything I could to secure everything in here. And this one ended up being kind of high up in this crimson forest. And of course everything is largely oceans of lava. So I also built a second door because it was kind of a weird location. And again, there's not a whole lot around here. But yeah, I have another location from another portal. And of course I did do my steps to make sure I have good ways of going from portal to portal if I need to in the nether. I never really needed to do that, but I kind of did that. So yeah, that is at least one of my nether portals, my sandcastle nether portal. There's another turtle there. I think that's my rogue turtle. Every once in a while I get an additional turtle just like flying around in the water and hanging out in random locations. But yeah, we're gonna continue on. And I did end up digging a whole lot of sand as well. I needed a lot more sand and glass and stuff like that for one of the projects I'm gonna kind of showcase later on. It's still a work in progress at this point. But yeah, it's almost all flat over there. That was fun. So at this point in time, we are heading towards the desert biome that I found, and I missed that, of course. I'll just push this along. Ah, how annoying. Alright, we're near that, and let's go. So, in terms of how far I was able to explore inside there, because I needed a lot of gold for piglin trading, because they did provide some leather. Weirdly enough, that's what I was after. And my herds of cows weren't exactly providing enough for what I was doing. And so I started using piglin trading to kind of bolster the numbers of leather I got. And you'll eventually find out why I needed so much leather. I mean, the pearls, they were pretty good too. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with some of the soul sand. And there's a few other things they were giving me as well. Some of it was junk, but that's probably not surprising. So I got another pet dog in this one. And I was trying to think of another portal theme for the desert, and I thought, how about a giant saloon? Because we're going into a bit of a showdown with the Nether, that sort of thing, see if I can survive. And of course I put in these gates here as well. So it's a big desert at this point in time. So, yeah, this is the Nether portal in the desert biome. And secured everything, and once again I'm in the Crimson Forest. Again, you can see the massive amounts of lava ocean I have to deal with. And it's continuous, really. But anyway, I just thought I'd show that off. Did build some small little decks here. So yeah, lots of dangerous places to traverse. I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's just netherrack on the floor there. I don't know. I don't exactly explore the Nether that much because I was largely focused on projects in the overworld. Let's see here. Do I have time to show off one more? I guess I do. In terms of exploration in the mine shafts, in the desert mine shaft that I have over there, I was able to explore further. I made it all the way to the bottom. So there was routes going down there. It just took a bit to find. And yeah, it was basically a mine shaft connected with all those stalactite type biomes, deep caverns I think they're called. I like how the rain is divided up in the game here. It's always funny to me. It's just tons of, like, it's raining right here, but it just cuts off right at this line. The second I reach this area, there's no more rain. I always found that funny. So yeah, moving on, we'll be going to the beach biome. And like all the other biomes, I'm trying to think of, like, what kind of theme should I use in my Nether portal to just kind of showcase the location. And beach is a little bit tougher because I already have my sandcastle. And I thought, well, I do have a sandcastle and a beach already. So what else do I need to do? And yeah, I thought about what else you can add on a beach, and I thought an umbrella, but I mean, I don't know how I'm going to build an umbrella. I'm sure there's ways, but how am I going to build a giant umbrella, and how am I going to incorporate a nether portal into an umbrella design? So I was trying to think of other things I could do, like, I don't know, a cooler or something like that. That's something that could be associated with a beach, but I mean, it's just a boring box. So I kind of decided against it, unfortunately, because I was just trying to think of different ideas, like what am I going to do with different designs, and how am I going to incorporate another portal. And along the way, one of the things I kind of thought of is that I do have a source of glass, so maybe I can incorporate glass into this design somehow, because I do have those resources available. And I ended up coming up with an interesting design, and it's one of those designs. Oh, and before I forget, last time I went through here, I didn't show off the mangrove area. That's the mangrove area on the minecart system there. So yeah, anyway, I thought I could use glass. There are things associated with glass that is associated with the beach, like glasses. But I thought, you know, glasses is a bit of a cop-out, I think, and plus it'd be kind of strange. But I think you'll like what I was able to put together. So after just to kind of get a little ahead of myself here, I noticed that I'm kind of running out of things I want to do. So I started thinking about my mountain mine, and I was thinking I could turn it, I was thinking of, you know, a parking lot because I thought it'd be funny, but I think I found a better use for it. So I will showcase that in a bit here. So anyway, what I built for my nether portal was a giant soda bottle. And I thought it was a really cool concept. And I think the letters turned out well. Actually, you know what? It's better to showcase this during the day. See if it's dark enough. So I'll rest here. The daylight shows off the letters a little bit better. Wow, raining for a second day. Or maybe not. So yeah, I tried to think of a design, and I thought, well, soda would just be nice and generic. And I used red dye to dye the blocks here. And I thought the letters turned out very well, and I thought the purple in the nether portal was nicely duplicated on the other side here. I guess I could have gone one more. I had to incorporate 2 doors on either side so that in case something happens, I can go through and just go use the other door. The cap at the end, I don't know. I tried to make it look good. I just couldn't. So it just sort of looks odd more than anything else. But anyway, this is the nether portal. Looks cool on the inside too. And I ended up with even more crimson forest. A little deeper this time. But yeah, and then I got twisted forest afterwards. That's pretty much all I got. It wasn't too exciting, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, it kind of looks cool on the inside too. I'm walking around inside a glass bottle. Forget message in a bottle, it's a Minecraft player in a glass bottle. But I think I have time to showcase the last design for my nether portals, because I'm trying to connect everything, every major point in the line here with nether portals. And I was looking at, like, okay, it's another jungle biome. I already have that kind of hut thing going for me right now. And I thought, okay, what other kind of jungle designs can I think of that's kind of different? Just fits the theme, that sort of thing. And after thinking about it, I thought, less structure, less man-made, and more natural. And I thought about maybe a jungle temple. But that's kind of similar to the hut thing, and I thought, I don't feel like it. So I realized that there's a thing called dripstone, and I thought, well, I wonder if I can incorporate that into any kind of design. And I ended up doing that, and I have a whole family of dogs here as well, so I have lots of pet dogs. I'll give you some steak too, why not? I'm nice. And I came up with a giant snake. I wish I could put eyes on there. I couldn't figure out how necessarily. I had to put the glass around it because I didn't want anything just randomly appearing in the overworld and in the netherworld. So yeah, I created this giant snake. So you can come in and get eaten by a snake. And I used the netherrack to kind of showcase the inside there, because I needed a different door as well, just in case something happens. Luckily nothing ever has, but I figured it didn't hurt to be too cautious. So this is the last nether realm, which ended up being even more crimson forest. That's it. Just crimson forest. Nothing to get excited about. Yeah. But it was, one thing I do note is that it was quite remarkable just how much space you save. Because if I remember right, traveling in the Netherworld is a 1:8 ratio to the overworld. But yeah, it's so close together. I was very surprised by that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my cool little designs, and until next time, what is your era?